Okay, so Borat, I saw it when I was like 10 years old, I think. And
Borat, the boar is right here. Sorry.
it's going to be a rough one.
I said hold your riffs.
That was more like a car crash.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Right.
riff your engines.
Oh, God. All right.
Are you regretting inviting him on yet?
Yeah. This is a huge regret.
Welcome to Close the Door Behind You. Today we have two very special guests. We have Natalie the Chico and Mikey Hightops, who both work here at Gas Digital Productions. Welcome. Of course, as always, we have our Lord and Savior, ChrisTos Comedy, and I'm Doc Jud. What's up, guys?
Very
Welcome.
good. Very good. Said my name correctly, which I appreciate.
You got it.
Yeah.
So, Mikey, what's your last name? I just know you as Mikey Hightops.
Rufo.
Mikey Rufo, that's right.
Very,
we know Mikey
very
Rufo.
Italian.
I was so disappointed that you didn't wear your high tops today. You always wear your high tops. You look so cool in those high tops, and you specifically just did that to just piss me off.
Yes,
Yeah, they pissed me off.
But these are so I have names for my Vans. These are the lemon drops because they're yellow, and then I have
Disgusting.
Not anymore.
a beige pair that I call the butterscotch.
I prefer the beige pair. Those look like you look cartoonish.
That's the point.
That's the goal.
Duh.
I'm living in a two-dimensional reality,
He
dude.
wears his shirts to match his Vans. That's how cartoonish he
These
is.
don't match at all.
No, but he has like a yellow shirt that I'll wear it with the yellow.
I would appreciate that more than what you've done today.
Let's get it. Christos' fashion corner. What should the fans wear?
What you should have worn today is high tops, so we can make Mikey high tops jokes. But you did not wear
He's
high
still
tops.
Mikey High Tops in spirit.
Yeah, but in low tops.
Whatever.
That's
Yeah.
like O.J. Simpson.
This is also a name that you guys. He's been called many names.
What are some of the
and
other names
Yeah.
that he gets called?
Blind Mike, Gay Blind Mike, GBM, Mikey. Is that the first you're hearing that?
GBM is
That's
awesome.
crazy.
I didn't hear
Gay Blind
GBM.
That's
Gay
crazy.
Blind Mike.
That's the
There's a
most
theme
common
song.
name. Yeah, he has a theme song.
Really?
Yeah.
You know Girls on Film by Duran Duran?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girls on Film. And said it's Gay Blind Mike. Gay Blind
Can we
Mike.
play that, Dom, so we could
Hit it.
Are we allowed to do that? Is that gonna get copyright?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Just sing it for
How about
us. then.
MHT?
Mikey High Tops?
Yeah.
You can be MHT now.
I like
And then it
Mike.
would actually start with that.
That's the kinder.
I like the full name Mikey High Tops.
Yeah, me
though.
too.
yeah.
Because that actually makes you sound kind of gangster.
Well, so the trick with the high tops is I have small feet. So by wearing bigger shoes, it makes my feet look bigger, thereby making me also look bigger.
Do
So
you?
that's the
What size
secret.
shoe are you?
8.
Oh, that is kind of small. I'm a 9.
Yeah, so by wearing high tops, it makes my feet just look a little bit bigger.
But I like the high tops you wear because not a lot of people wear them. In other words, most people when they wear high tops, they wear like Jordans
No,
or
dude.
some of these new goofy ones. You've got like those Adidas.
The
Like
top
I don't even know.
10s. They're called the top 10s, and I also have the Forum mids, dude. They rule. Adidas high tops are way better than Nike high
They're
tops.
super cool. Yeah. I mean, I noticed them. That's why I came up with Mikey High Tops. So, excellent choice.
Yeah.
Thank you. I have a question for you, Doc Jud.
Go ahead.
So you have studied the medical field for a while.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to wish one, like the weirdest, most painful illness upon someone, your enemy, to kill them, what would it be?
Ooh, wow, that's such a horrible question.
Like someone having a disease?
Yeah,
He's saying
like
if you
a
wanted to
disease that people might not know that he could wish upon someone else, that his enemy, that they could kill.
Oh gosh, there's just so many. It's honestly, I have like a pit in my stomach just thinking about that.
That's a good one. A pit in the stomach disease.
Yeah, pit in the stomach. Ugh. Yeah, there's just
You
so
just
many
always
horrible
like
ones.
uneasy, slow, painful
Yeah.
death.
Trying to think of like
The plague, the bubonic plague.
You know, he famously, you know about. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
That's why I said it. I didn't think that people still got that until he said that.
yeah.
That was crazy.
Plague's horrible, but I think anything that you have for a really long time and you know is going to be your downfall, I think is
Yeah, I
torturous.
immediately thought of Lou Gehrig's disease.
that's Yeah.
That's
up
a
there
rough
for
one.
me.
Right. Yeah. Anything where you know you're going to decompensate and it's not like I think the best ones are like ones that like have a heart attack, boom, you're out, done. That's the best. But ones that you know you're going to have a really tough time over the course of a long time is
Yeah.
There's the elephant man disease. That one's tough because you know you're just going to become bonier and bonier.
You're born with that, though, are you not?
yeah, there's
But
a lot
still,
of
it
horrible genetic disease. I remember we had
regresses over time and
He's
gets
got
worse.
one.
we had a genetic course in medical school, and I remember the genetics teacher said something I'll never forget, and she said, "There are some things worse than death," and she had a lot of slides that just showed some really tough genetic diseases that people. And you know, it's not. It's children, so it's just like
Yeah.
it's extra specially cruel and difficult to
Jesus.
deal with, and
Right.
it makes me want to kind of puke just thinking about it.
Yeah.
I agree. There are some things worse than death, and one of those is being Greek.
You piece of shit.
Got too
God
heavy there for a second.
damn you. You're right though, but
No, Greek people rule.
Yeah,
Thanks,
you
Steve.
said Greek people created Italian people, so we owe
yeah,
you that.
you owe us that.
They walked so that Italians could run.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's why I could talk shit about
Right.
Italians because we made you.
Yeah.
We invented Italians.
How did that happen?
Migration.
Yeah. Do you actually want to know? Or
Yeah.
A
so
lot of butt fucking.
Yeah.
so the Greeks took all the people in the village and they said, "You're gonna go to this little boot-shaped peninsula
Mm-hmm.
and procreate with
I
the
don't think that's
women
how they
there
said
that
that.
were dumber."
I don't think they said those words.
What do you think happened?
I don't think they said those words, but yeah, I mean the point is there, but I don't think those are the words that they used.
Peninsula.
Yeah.
They didn't know the word peninsula.
Peninsula is a Greek word.
Well, then maybe they didn't know boot.
It's short
Boot?
for.
Oh yeah, yeah.
penis.
That's a good
That's an
point.
English
Yeah, yeah,
word.
yeah. They probably Imagine like when they invent the boot and then they're like, "Holy shit, this looks like Italy, dude."
They start calling them Italy's.
yeah. That's why like all the shoes you buy from
Right.
Italy because they're the guys that
They
are like.
know about
yeah.
shoes.
They were like,
Mikey
"How
Italy.
can we make a shoe that makes you taller but still looks good?"
Yeah, exactly. They like model it after our country.
I think it's hilarious that all of these countries we talk about like, oh, you're from Greece, you're from Italy, but if you look on a map, it's pretty much like Greece is like where Jersey is, and you know, like Italy is where Maryland is. It's super
Right.
close.
Yeah,
Right.
Maryland sucks. Would you want to date a girl from Maryland?
Absolutely
no.
not. It's a
I'd
good
rather
point.
Jersey, 100%.
That is true.
Baltimore's cool.
Baltimore.
Is it?
yeah.
Baltimore's cool.
Baltimore
What's cool
has a
about
lot of
Baltimore?
Greeks.
His sister lives in Baltimore, so that's why I feel.
Who's your sister?
No,
his
his.
sister.
Oh, okay.
A lot
So
of
I feel
Greeks.
loyalty to them for that.
You
I've
know-
never been.
A lot
What kind of
Greeks in
shoes does she
Baltimore.
wear?
Whatever teachers wear.
Oh, she's a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
How does your sister feel about? There's a lot of female teachers that have come out like fucking their students recently.
She teaches like preschool, so I don't think that's happening. But it would
I
be
hope
more
not.
fucked up there. But it's not.
I don't want to think about that.
It's
That's
not
dark.
happening there.
Mm.
There was
Yeah.
this one. I think her name was. I forgot her name, but it was like a short name, like Tina Lou or something
Sure.
like that. She had 2 teenage students in her class bang her.
At this, like back to back.
I think at the
Like a
same
train?
time. Yeah, like a
No
thing.
way.
Yeah, and so she's in jail,
Right.
like awaiting her like sentencing,
Sure.
and then they're just all like, like the comment section is like
Shoot,
nice.
Those guys rule.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, so like half of the comments are like nice, and the other half are like, if it was a man that
I
did
mean,
this,
it's
he'd
true.
be in jail.
I
You
mean,
know.
it's true.
Yeah, he'd be on death row.
Right.
Mm.
And then you saw her, and you were like, I could see how if you're down bad, like if you're a 13-year-old boy, you'd be like,
Right.
yeah, dog. But if it was like me as an adult now, I'd be like,
That's why she's digging into high school.
yeah, that's
I
true.
mean, I
Probably.
think all of us wanted to bang our high school teachers.
Mm-mm.
If there was a hot one, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, they were just right
They
there
were
in
few
front
and
of
far
you.
between, but yes.
Yeah.
I had
never-
a hot trigonometry teacher.
What was his name?
Got him.
Yo, you're so clever, dude. You're so clever. Like homophobia is hilarious, dude.
Yeah, we
So
learned that from the
fucking
last
cool.
episode where you were talking about the videos you made when you were 11.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh man,
What type of teacher was they?
them.
Did you say
Them was
math?
them was a
Trigonometry.
them was a trigonometry
A
teacher.
math teacher. I don't
She
think I
was
ever had
pretty
any.
bad. Like
All my math teachers
as a
thought I was on drugs.
Right.
They all I had 2 math teachers that literally made me stay after class one day and had like one of these heart to hearts with me. Like, I think I know what's going on. And I'm like, what? And they're like, look, we both know what's going on here. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. And they're like, I think you're smoking marijuana. And I'm like, in here? And meanwhile, my friend shows up high as hell,
Yeah.
sits in the front row every day, and it's like, and I'm just in the back, so bored out of my
Yeah.
mind because she's a horrible teacher, both of them, and it's my fault
Right.
that they can't keep my attention.
Right. Of course.
You think I can't jack off sober?
Dude, they called my mom
What
in
was
one
that?
time.
I don't get it. Wait, you want to elaborate on that one?
He was jacking off in the back of the classroom, and he thought that's why they were saying he was high. It was a bad joke, and
Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to make you
we've
sit in it for a
moved
minute.
on.
I wanted to make you sit in it for a minute.
Yeah, you should simmer in that.
So somebody called your math teacher called your mom or what teacher?
No. My math teacher, she was cool. She actually was into the band Fish,
Mm.
and I
So
ended
she
up.
was probably on marijuana.
Yeah, she was definitely
Yeah,
on
she
drugs.
was definitely smoking weed for sure,
Yeah.
but she was cool about
Right.
it. Like we both kind of like she got me detention because I drew a picture of this girl Allie who was beautiful. She was like one of the most beautiful girls in her grade,
Mhm.
and I drew a picture of the teacher holding hands with Hitler because she was being mean to me and Allie, and I was like, Allie's hot, so let me
Right.
Include her
make
in
her
it,
laugh
yeah.
and include her in the situation.
Right.
And then as we're passing notes, like me and Allie are then like rap battling each other in notes, like we're doing fighting poetry
Right.
on the back of a picture of Hitler. So she catches us passing the notes of like the rap battle, and she like flips it over, and she sees her holding hands with Hitler. Not only like visually, but I also just straight up wrote her name
Right.
and said like Mrs.
Loves Hitler.
and Hitler. I labeled them. Like,
Right,
just,
of course.
Yeah. So
That's so funny. That basically happened to me here at this job, where
Oh, nice.
like Lewis famously draws swastikas on his notes during Real Last Pod or Lewis and Zach show or whatever, and then a rental would come in and I just like printed their notes on the back, and he flipped it over. He's like, "Why are there swastikas on the back of this?" And I'm like, "Oh, haha, Lewis." And he's like, "Is he an anti-Semite?" And I'm like, "No, you couldn't possibly get it." Do you think a real anti-Semite would be openly drawing swastikas? I feel like they would be
100%.
subtler
You
about
hide in plain sight.
Interesting.
And
So
got
that
it.
you
that's
have
you
that.
with your sexuality, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I got in trouble
keep
2
people
times for making
questioning.
fun of like doing Nazi jokes with German people. Have you ever gotten in
In
trouble?
Germany, it's like illegal to do
Nazi jokes.
No,
I
to,
did,
like,
and these are
have a
both teachers.
swastika.
Like one teacher, I was busting his chops in 6th grade in front of the whole class.
Right.
I said something just totally pretty. I was like, I don't know. I said something like, I don't know what it was, but he got so mad that he literally like pulled me in another room, and like I was like terrified. I thought
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna like gas chamber me. And then another time,
Was that the joke that you made to him?
and then and then another time I was in medical school and I was on this like psychiatry residency, and he would when we would talk with the psych patients, there would always be these analogies like, they say this, and he'd say something about what does it mean when somebody says if you give them a finger, they take an arm. And I'm like, I don't know, is that something you guys figured out in Germany? And he's like, and dude,
That
everybody,
wasn't funny.
dude, not everybody, and all the medical students, of course, like all threw me under the bus, like, how dare you?
Right,
You're
right.
so rude. I can't believe you said that.
Right.
No. Let's
I'm
him
like-
talk.
Yeah. I'm like,
Did you think did he have the same reaction?
he didn't put me in another room because at that point in my life I would have choked him out.
Right.
But
No,
6th
I mean
grade's
he had
different.
the same reaction that the rest of the
He was offended.
Right,
He was
right.
He was,
offended.
how dare you say that to me, you fucking Jew?
yeah literally.
Dude,
I just noticed that you took all your rings off.
Yeah, because I get ring fatigue.
Yeah, I
often.
would also get ring fatigue if
Yeah,
I had that many rings on
It's
all the time.
too much.
It's too much.
It's really too much.
oh, I get. So you're ready to hit someone. So it's almost like when a baseball player puts the donut on and then takes it off so when they swing it's lighter.
Yeah, when I
Right.
don't have the rings on,
There we
my
go, this is what I'm
punching
talking
is so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an anime.
How often are you punching people?
I'm punching people all the
Are you
time.
really punching people?
He's
All the time?
all the
punching up.
time.
He's punching up.
Dude, I punch up because I'm short. I'm
Yeah, there we-
5'5".
I only
There's
punched
no
the
punching
clown.
down.
Can I share a story related to what your story was?
Please do.
When I was this was the only time I ever got suspended from school. I was at lunch and I was trying to, at the time I was getting bullied a bit, so I was trying to formulate some good comebacks that they wouldn't be able to respond to. And so I was thinking in my head, what's like the big thing? And I'm like, the Holocaust. That's the number one, like, biggest edgy thing. No one can come back if you make a joke about the Holocaust. So there was this kid who was bullying me at lunch, and my response to him was, why don't you go get shot by Hitler? And I was like, I just said Hitler, dude. He can't come back from that. And so his response was, ooh, I'm going to tell, and I don't even remember her name, but it was some Jewish girl.
Miss Weinstein.
No, it was a
It's a
girl
student.
in our class.
Oh.
But I don't remember what her name was. But she was Jewish, and they're like, "Ooh, we're gonna tell her." And I didn't know she was Jewish. I was like, "Okay, tell her." And they told this girl, and then they started saying other anti-Semitic stuff that I had never said, just to egg her on to get her upset. And she thought it was all coming from me, so she came over with a chocolate milk and poured it onto my head in the middle of lunch, and everybody saw it, and no one knew that, like, what the interaction was.
Wow.
So they just saw me get dumped, like, chocolate milk dumped on my head, and they were all laughing. And then later I got called to the principal's office. Principal didn't ask my side of the story at all. I walk in his office, he goes, "You said all this anti-Semitic stuff. That could be a hate crime. We could call the cops on you right now." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, "We're going to suspend you." And I got, like, this in-school suspension, and he never heard of my side of the story.
Dude,
Wow.
those are professional bullies.
Yeah, they really.
they were like, okay, little bitch,
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach you a lesson in
Literally.
the darkest way I can.
Yeah.
That was honestly, I respect
Biblical.
That was biblical bullying. And in fact, that actually brings me to this segment that we want to do. So Dom, can you pull up the video? The video of Zelensky
Oh,
with
Jesus
Trump,
Christ.
them sitting.
In the
it
Oval
should be
Office?
in the Oval Office, but the Telegraph one, so that it's like just straight through. It should be like about 12 minutes long. But
Right.
dude, this is insane because you're like, is he putting on an act? Is he like a genius or an absolute insane person? Like, have you seen the video?
Yeah.
No.
Is who an insane person? Which one? Trump or
Trump
or-
and JD Vance, bro.
Oh.
Dude, it's insane. You're gonna hear the part where JD Vance starts chiming in, and you're gonna laugh your ass off because I don't even know what it is. Like, are they genius negotiators or are they actually like sociopaths?
I feel like I
Well,
have
it's
to see.
it's
Well,
the
first of
medium versus the message. So
Right.
it's all about like the medium. Like Trump recognizes that it's
Mm-hmm.
the medium and not the message. He's actually quite clever at utilizing that medium and recognizing that the medium is more important than the message.
What was the medium?
The medium
Yelling
is
and
social
being a-
social media. Meaning like using like the media, using
Being
social media,
controversial, yeah.
being controversial to gain everybody's attention, and that's essentially
Sure.
No,
way
he did
won.
you're gonna see like this is it's actually you're like this is bullying to like the highest level. It's like your guys that they did that to
Hey,
you.
whoa. First of all, you haven't even said thank you for coming
Yes,
in here and
yes,
using our podcast
yes,
studio.
yes.
So why don't you sit the fuck down?
Yeah.
Damn, got his ass.
Did you even say thank you? Did you even say thank you
This
for
is
being
our
a guest
studio.
on the pod?
This
You
is our
can't.
studio,
You
doggy.
can't say our studio. You don't tell me.
What? You,
You
don't
don't
tell me
tell
what I
me.
can say. I'll tell you what I can
Yeah,
feel.
yeah.
I'll tell you.
I'll tell
what
you how
feel.
we feel. We'll feel. Oh, you say you saying no, I was saying that you're. I was saying you're surrounded by water, so you are protected. And did you find it? Telegraph. Okay, cool. Let's play it. Natalie, you're gonna love it. It's only 7
gonna love
minutes.
it?
7 minutes.
Okay.
7 minutes.
7 is
7 minutes in heaven.
you can have my attention for 7 minutes. 12 is pushing it.
Okay, 7 minutes. Ready?
We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you are
Mr.
not
President,
strong-
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the President for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually
I think
watched
JD's getting
and
too
seen the
confident.
stories, and I know what happens is you bring people, you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military?
We have
And do you think that it's
I will
respectful
answer.
to come to the Oval Office
I
of the
will
United
answer.
States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning. First of all, during the war, everybody has problems, even you. But you have nice ocean, and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't know
God bless.
that.
You will not have a war.
You
Don't
better
tell us what
fucking
we're gonna
chill
do.
out.
We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Dude,
I'm
that's
not
like
telling you.
classic
dictate
parent,
that.
like
Remember,
gaslighting.
Yeah,
fucking-
yeah. Don't
This
tell us
is
how we're gonna.
this
Yeah.
is like when you have a pregnant
what we're gonna
Japanese
feel.
wife. And
Yeah.
you're trying to-
Don't tell me how to
You will
feel.
influence.
We're going to feel very
But now
good
he's
and
like
very
backtracking. He's
strong.
like, I could probably shouldn't have
You're
said
right now
that.
not in a very good position. You've allowed
From the
yourself
very-
to be in a
from
very
the very
bad position,
beginning
and
of
he
the
happens
war.
to be right about
From the
it.
very beginning of the war.
You're not
Mr.
in a good
Brown,
position.
I
You don't
was-
have the cards right now.
God!
With us, you start having
not playing
cards.
cards.
Right
We're
now,
not
you don't
playing
have any
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're
I'm
gambling
the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
You think-
You're gambling with World War
do you-
III.
what do you
You're
think about?
gambling with
What do you
World
think
War
about?
III. And
You-
what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country.
He just
That's
sunned the
you.
fuck out
Far
of him.
more than
Yeah,
a lot of
he's
people
like
say
basically
they
trying to
should
threaten a
have.
mob boss.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
entire
not a
meeting-
good idea to
No,
do to
this
Trump.
entire meeting, have you said thank
Even
you?
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition.
Have
in
you said
October.
thank you?
Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
This is like in the scene with Goodfellas when he comes in and he disrespects the guy and he's like, I wasn't disrespectful. He's like, oh, you were very disrespectful.
About the war. You
He's
can
not speaking loudly.
He's not speaking loud. He's
Your country's in
gaslighting
big
him.
trouble.
Can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No,
Can
you've
I
done a
answer?
lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning.
I
You're
know.
winning.
He goes, I
You have
know.
a damn good chance of
We are
coming out
staying,
okay because of
Mr.
us.
President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are
We've been alone.
sacrificing
Big
things.
mistake.
been
Don't
alone.
say that.
You haven't been alone.
This
Yeah.
We
cabinet.
gave you.
Oh, yeah, good point. I got you. I'm with you there.
$350 billion.
You
We
voted
gave
for
you
your
military.
president.
Now it's
equipment.
like- it's
And
like
you're
na-
kinda brave, but
conversation
they have
over.
military-
What about
if
West
you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me-
equipment,
you invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days. This is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks. Of course he has.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this.
Watch this. Now they've sealed
I
it. It's
said
over.
that- Except that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for
Dude, he
the
doesn't
American people to
respond.
see what's going on.
understand, sir.
I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long.
Look, now he's gonna talk about
have to
him
be
like he's
thankful.
not even there.
You don't have the cards.
thankful.
Well,
You're
what you have to
buried there.
understand
Your
is
people are dying.
tell
the
you,
UN
You're
is
running low
using
on soldiers.
Zelensky as their mouthpiece. So when Trump's talking to Zelensky, he's talking to wider the UN
Yeah,
as
the
a
UN.
whole.
I don't want a ceasefire.
So,
I
you
don't
know,
want a ceasefire.
that's
I
why,
wanna go-
you know, he's
I
talking to
want
someone who's not even in the room.
Right,
basically.
exactly.
You can
And
get
he's
a
sunning
ceasefire
him.
Right now, I tell you, you take it so the
I don't see
bullets
any
stop
tan.
flying and your men stop
Of course,
getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're
I
saying
said-
you don't want a ceasefire.
But I said to you,
I want a
with
ceasefire.
guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
doesn't
with
matter
me.
for you what-
That
what
wasn't
this
with me.
means. It
That was
wasn't
with
with you.
a guy
Watch
named
this.
Biden who was not a smart person.
Not-
That was with- that was with
Stupid.
Obama.
It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins.
Fucking
You got to be more thankful.
You gotta be
Let
more
me tell you,
thankful.
you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any
Dude,
cards.
this is every conversation with a toxic parent ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough deal to make. because the attitudes have to change.
What if Russia breaks ceasefire? What if Russia breaks...
Watch this.
What do you do then?
What if a bomb goes on your head?
It's a heated conversation right
What are
now.
you saying?
She's asking, what if Russia breaks the ceasefire?
What if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now? Okay? What if they broke it? I don't know. They broke it with
Cartoon
Biden
logic.
because Biden they didn't respect.
What if an anvil falls on your head right
Yeah,
now?
what if a fucking anvil drops on your head right now?
What if you run into a piano and your teeth just become a bunch of black and white keys?
Dude, watch this dog whistle to Putin right
You
here.
ever hear of that deal? That was a phony Hunter Biden, Joe Biden scam. Hillary Clinton, Shifty Adam Schiff. It was a Democrat
He's just saying
scam.
keywords.
And he had to go through that.
No,
And he
he's
did
he's
go
saying
through
to
it. We ended
Putin
up
like,
in a war.
I understand you went through some bullshit with that laptop thing. Like we've been in this together. This is a dog whistle to Putin.
Right.
It came out of
Also, are
Hunter
you
Biden's
just now
bedroom.
realizing that Trump only
It was
speaks in keywords?
disgusting.
Yeah, I'm just pointing it
And
out.
then they said, oh.
Watch this, watch this.
Oh, the laptop from hell was made by Russia. The 51 agents. The whole thing was a scam. And he had to put up with that. He was being accused of all that stuff.
He had to put up with that Putin.
All I can say is this. He might have broken deals with Obama and Bush, and he might have broken them with Biden. He did, maybe. Maybe he didn't. I don't know what happened. But he didn't break them with me. He wants to make a deal. I don't know if you can make a deal. The problem is I've empowered you to be a
The
tough
art
guy.
of the deal.
And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States.
Oh,
Your people
shit.
are very brave. But you're either going to make a deal or we're out.
He says,
And if
"Thank
we're
you."
out,
I think that
you'll
was
fight
smart.
it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But once we sign that deal,
We're not
you're in a
playing
much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest. That's
Not a nice thing.
So stupid.
all right. I think we've seen enough. What do you think? Huh? This is. gonna
I'm
be
so
great
impressed that they
television,
don't
I will
break
say
out
that.
into curse words. that
Yeah.
They could keep it together.
Right.
I mean,
Well, I heard Trump doesn't really curse. I heard that.
Can we? Is that the end?
Yeah, that
That's the
he
end,
he answers
essentially.
some crazy shit too, but it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter because he kind of talks about Zelensky at a certain point like he's not even there.
Right. It's all posturing. Nothing really happened there. It was just like, don't fucking disrespect me. I'm gonna fucking disrespect you.
No.
Like nothing is
did you
said.
see one of the guys got up? One of the reporters got up and said to Zelensky, "How disrespectful is it that you just showed up in a T-shirt? This is
Yeah.
the Oval Office. Everybody's wearing a suit."
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then,
why would you show up without your fucking rings, Christos?
no, but it's funny because Zelensky had a
I don't care
great
if you have ring fatigue.
Zelensky
Yeah.
had a great
I
answer
wore
for
my
that.
best low tops for this.
Yeah.
He kind of gave him the response of like, dude, everybody knows like my thing is I don't wear a suit really, and he basically was like, maybe when this is over,
Then
you
I'll
know,
respect you.
I'll wear
Yeah.
a suit like you, maybe a nice suit like yours, maybe nicer than yours.
He started the conversation by being like, "You guys said you were gonna do this and you didn't." Is that correct?
In the beginning, like that was the subtext, but it was also they brought him there,
Right.
to make a message sent out. Like they double teamed him. Look at the circumstance. Like
Right.
you had the president meeting with the president and vice president of the U.S. in the Oval Office, where the vice president he didn't need to be in that conversation.
Right.
It could have been a Trump and Zelensky conversation,
Right. Yeah,
but
I
they're
agree.
propping Vance up, and they did that like ganging up bullying tactic.
Vance is getting too confident.
Vance is the one who's being groomed to be like the next,
next
guy.
guy, yeah.
Because Trump knows he's doing
He's
this
getting
for 4
too
years.
ambitious.
Well, here's what you don't
He
ever
has
I
no
think it was
power
good.
here.
I think it was good because here's the thing: like the reason why diplomacy with Trump works is because the neighboring countries or like fighting countries or whatever, they don't know what he's capable of doing.
Right.
You know, you got to make them scared to like think you're crazy.
Yeah.
So by positioning Vance in the conversation with that is like if Vance wins, a future election,
Right.
you're gonna have a guy who's like you don't know what he's capable of, like
Right.
Trump. So it's all manufacturing. Like he's a movie. He's been in
Yeah.
movies. He's run a successful TV show. Like
Right.
he knows how to like act what he needs to do in that moment. And I think the scariest thing about the whole thing was like how sunned Zelensky got. Like he
Yeah.
just sat there like a little bitch. taking the bullying. And like, what do you do at that point?
Right. What do you do at that point?
But it was very much like it wasn't just a posturing thing, and it wasn't just a respect thing. He was also dog whistling to Putin, saying like, "Hey man, we should work out a deal because
Right.
I understand like you went through shit with that laptop." And that affected
you
me
one.
directly, like
Yeah.
we were in this together. Like we both
Sure.
spilled some blood because of this bullshit.
There's so much to this, though,
Yeah.
that's above and beyond this. I mean, there's a lot of history behind here that most people in the public don't know, including myself. But the more I hear about everything that happened since the fall of the wall, for example, in Germany, like there's all kinds of stuff that happened. Like Gorbachev basically like said, okay, tear down the wall, and then they were given assurances that all the people east of the wall would not be joining NATO. And they said absolutely, and then slowly but surely, Russia's now surrounded by all of these countries that are now NATO members. There's all kinds of crazy stuff going on that I had no idea when Russia came in and
Have you ever seen Hedwig and the Angry Inch?
no, what is that?
It's a movie. It's also a musical. It's the only thing I know about the Berlin Wall.
Oh, really?
It was in it, yeah.
Is it like very historically accurate or
That
oriented?
part is, yes.
Yeah.
It's about a like a trans woman who moves from Germany to the US because it was like, technically it's about a guy who falls in love with an American soldier in Germany, and they fall in love, and he goes, "You can come with me, but you have to be my wife." So he gets like a surgery to cut his dick off,
Holy
becomes
shit.
Hedwig, follows him to the US, and then the guy the soldier leaves, and now she's like, "I'm just a woman here and not in my country," and she becomes a rock star.
And now she's
that's what it's
just
about.
stuck in the East Village, and we see her walking
exactly,
around.
literally.
But she becomes a rock star?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is a musical.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Because that's sad.
It's
What a selfish
very
asshole.
sad. It's a very sad movie, and there's a lot of really good music in it, but it is sad.
Is it
ends-
newer made?
I think the movie came out in like 2002 or something.
Oh,
like
really?
that. I saw it on Broadway with Neil Patrick Harris as
So it's
Hedwig.
pretty progressive.
Oh yeah, but it was it took place in the 80s.
Yeah.
Or I guess the 90s.
Right,
Took
right.
place because of the Berlin Wall.
Well,
When did
late
it come out?
80s. Yeah, late 80s.
Yeah.
Huh. That's cool.
Is a great
That
musical.
sounds interesting.
Super dark, but yeah.
No, I like the dark element because like the levity that they introduce after is probably great.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I mean, it ends like bittersweet. It's very like introspective and like
Like
it's
real
a lot
life.
about like, am I whole?
Mm.
Because both in like a literal sense and a figurative sense, like am I whole because my dick is not part of me anymore?
Right.
But also, do I need another person to like a partner to be whole? Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of that. I've
It's
spent a lot of time
ironically hilarious because the name is Hedwig and like
Right.
chop the head of the penis straight
right.
off.
Yeah, there you go. The
Yeah.
Angry Inch
Yeah.
Is the
is
Angry
what
Inch the
she
the
has
penis?
left.
Oh, my
she has
god.
it in
Like
the-
But that's
an
also
inch
the name of her
clitoris.
band.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Does she sing like a man?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
it's a very cool movie. It's a very dark movie, but I saw it on Broadway with Neil Patrick Harris. And
That's
it was
awesome.
very cool,
That's a good plug.
yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Good shit.
Okay.
This has been gay media with Natalie.
And Christos is questionable.
But basically, it's like the only thing I know about the Berlin Wall came from that movie.
Wow. Okay. So yeah. So to Judson's point, there's so much subtext in that conversation and like weight to it as a whole, and it was very much like mafia style the way
Well,
that they
right.
did it.
Here's what you don't understand is that everyone says Trump is playing 4D chess, but sometimes he also plays Scrabble. Sometimes he's playing Chutes and Ladders, sequence for kids. Sometimes,
Candy
Trump's just out
Crush.
here. Battleship.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Connect the dots, people.
Connect
Yu-Gi-Oh?
the dots.
Oh,
I hate it.
he's the
He's the thing.
foreign policy.
So Mike's looking for a girlfriend.
Yep, for sure. That's what I was gonna. That leads me into what I was gonna say, and I was gonna say, should I save it for the show?
Say it, yeah.
Did you realize? Was it like a reveal to you how like 2 weeks before we were recording in the studio, and he was like, "Yeah, I gotta get money saved up for Valentine's Day because it's coming up. I got a date coming up." And then you saw the picture of us on my story, and you were like, "Oh, you hearted it on Valentine's Day."
Oh, I thought that was because something fell through. You were the one that he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
taking out on
Yeah, yeah.
Valentine's. Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought
you knew.
No, I thought I hearted it because I thought something happened where
No.
he didn't go with the date. So
Wow,
then you
that's
two
crazy.
you were like you
No, it
solved
would
the
not
problem.
have been a close friend story if that was the case. No, this is like a some people don't know. But yeah.
You guys are dating?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Is that revealed here on this podcast?
No, it was revealed on our show.
Fuck.
Yeah, but
You two are dating?
Yeah.
How does it work with? Because you are a lesbian.
I swing both ways.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like a scissoring situation.
That's
Right,
the
it's a
best kind of
scissors.
girlfriend to have.
We
Yeah.
butt scissor.
Yeah, we
Wow.
both scissors both
That's
end to
so
end.
great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right,
nice
that's so
job.
funny that this is revealed here. I'm glad I did save it for the show because that's so
Yeah.
funny. But yeah, no, that was the day when he said, "Yeah, I have a date planned for Valentine's." It was with me, and I
Who
was
made
just
the
going,
first move?
It's a good question.
I
He
definitely
did.
made the first.
He
I've
made
been
the first move.
I've been
He's been
fucking
playing the long
plotting.
game. Yeah, he's been playing the long game here.
Really?
Yeah.
Mikey's smart. I could tell. He probably.
That's why he's low tops, because defenses are lowered, dog.
Don't you tell me how to feel. I'll show you an ocean that.
Did you ever say thank you for getting you on the couch together right now?
I'll show you an ocean that plays cards.
Okay, I don't believe that the two of you together. Let me see a kiss.
Is this a real point? You really want to?
Yeah, I want to see a kiss.
What?
Yeah.
My mind
All right,
is
it's legit.
blown.
I really thought that you were like, because this happened to Chris Vega, where he did the same thing. He gave him advice about Valentine's Day and then saw it on my story and went, "Oh, that's what that was about."
No,
Alright.
I did more mental
You
gymnastics
did
than
do
that.
more mental
And that's the
gymnastics
first time you've ever done gymnastics.
God, it's hilarious.
Fuck you, Mikey High Tops. You know what?
Mikey High Tops.
Dipping the pen
on the
in Company
rebound.
Inc. He don't give a fuck,
Love it.
dude.
Very cool. So where did you guys go to dinner that night on Valentine's Day?
We went to the New York Aquarium and then went to, what was it called?
Mariella. In
Mariella
Park Slope.
in
Oh, so you
Park
didn't go to a
Slope.
Greek restaurant?
No,
No.
he wanted pasta.
We're
We both wanted
Italian.
pie.
We're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
going
yeah.
to defile ourselves
Right.
with couscous or whatever you guys eat.
Oh God, you racist fuck. That's awesome. I'm really happy for
Thank
you
you.
guys, but I hope you have the parameters in place that allow you to focus on your careers and
Absolutely.
remove that sexual tension when you're working together.
It's
I
gone
try to
away. It was
apply
worse at
extra.
first, and now
Yeah.
we're used to
You
it.
see,
Okay, good.
the way I work is I can only accomplish stuff if my balls are full. Full sack decisions. So like if I
Right,
know that I'm
what's
gonna
that called?
get
Retention, semen retention.
laid, if I know I'm gonna get laid later, I'm gonna work harder to get laid. So we need that sexual tension there. Otherwise, I'm gonna get lazy if my balls are empty.
Are you guys about the same age?
Yeah, I'm a year older than him.
She's a groomer.
How old are you?
27.
I'm
27.
26.
Gotcha. All right, that's a good age.
Wait,
Yeah.
so you guys are saving for marriage?
Yep.
Yes.
For
All right,
sure.
thank God. Thank God, dude. Thank God.
Yeah, anytime he's ever slept over, we sleep head to foot.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah,
But
Honestly, it's better this way.
yeah.
imagine like the grandparents in Willy Wonka.
Yeah, foot to foot.
Oh God, that guy's a grifter.
Yeah, he
those
is.
grandparents are pieces of shit, man.
Yeah.
Just like sitting around all day doing
Going,
nothing.
actually, I do want to go to the candy store, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Like he's like, oh yeah, I could walk around.
He's like, nothing has ever been interesting enough for me to get out of this bed.
Yeah, that's insane, dude. They made their kid like live in poverty. There are 4 adults clearly capable of
Yeah.
work.
Yeah,
It's a real Zelensky Putin situation.
Yeah, right? It's like, did you ever say you had no cards until we gave you the chocolate factory
Yeah, yeah,
keys. You had none.
And we all know what he means by the chocolate factory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know this guy.
Hey.
Now I'm on board too. Yeah.
Thanks.
But
That
yeah,
hurts.
he made the first move. That was the question.
What was the first
originally.
Yeah.
We I was with my ex and we were engaged. This is not a secret that I've talked about it before. But this was like even before I was into him like that. I told him that I was engaged, and then he walked me to the train station and he goes, I should probably tell. I have a crush on you. I've had a crush on you for ages. I'll try to get over it.
But I'd
Obviously, now that
always,
you-
even like from the first time that we met in studio, I've always been trying to ask her out to hang out outside of work, like
Right.
since day one, and then
Because
eventually
we bonded
did.
over like growing up with a lot of the same like kind of humor and stuff. Like we were both big college humor fans and stuff.
This is like a movie because that shit never works. Actually revealing
Yeah.
to your crush that
I'm
you got a
still
crush on.
processing.
It
I'm
took months.
I am
So,
shocked
this was
that
like-
move worked.
Let's say it was February of 2 years ago. He told me, and I went, "Oh, thank God I have a girlfriend because I'm not into him like that. And
Yeah.
if I was single, I would feel pressure." to,
You were
like, go
engaged
out
to a
with him."
woman?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Trans woman. So she was my boyfriend for a long time, and then she was my girlfriend for a long time.
Oh yeah.
So
That would have worked out great.
Yeah, it was a real
it
Greek Italy
worked for
situation.
9 years.
Yeah.
We were together a really long time.
So what? He eventually wooed you, and you were.
My relationship was ending for a bunch of reasons. Like
Oh.
I didn't realize it in February, but by like June, I was like, because she was the only person I had ever dated. She was my high school sweetheart.
Yeah.
So it was a man who transitioned to a woman.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So maybe you could help me understand about that. Like, so
Yeah.
he was a man. He was attracted to women.
Yes, and is still only attracted to women.
Don't you do these procedures?
Yeah.
I gotta. It seems like there's a big demand. I better start learning how to do them.
Right.
But so okay. So let me wrap my head around this because
Right.
I'm old. So a guy
Right.
is interested in a woman.
Right.
So he's not gay.
He's gonna
Right.
say some ignorant
And-
shit. Right now.
But
I
then
know he
becomes
is.
a woman,
but he
and then
decides
that's
that
gay.
Just
he
know
wants to
it's
become
coming.
a woman.
Right.
Even though,
Yeah, the two things are
Does
not
he not-
involved.
did he not like his penis or like?
She still got it, as far as I know. Just was like not. Just and it's so funny because she said she needed it or not needed it. She said she knew it since she was like 13 years old, where she was like, I like women's clothes are drawing to me, and I want to be seen in them, and I like, we used to do makeup together like privately.
I
even
love putting
before.
on makeup.
Really?
Yeah, I like face painting.
Yeah.
I like doing that kind of
Here,
stuff.
I'll put
Well,
it this
what
way,
the
because
hell?
like we, for some reason, when I was in high school, like it was just like as an activity. If a bunch of us were hanging out, we would like do makeup, but we would be like, let's put makeup on the boys in the group, and
Yeah.
and that's funny.
Yeah, that's
Right.
funny.
And so 3 of my guy friends, including this person, 3 guys in the group, one of them was like, do not put that shit anywhere near me. One of them was like, haha, that's funny, but it's not my thing. It's funny for you to do it, but I'm not going to do it on my own. And when I did it to her, she was like, oh my God, I've wanted to do this for ages.
So my daughter put lipstick on me and some makeup. Does that mean I'm trans?
No, that's what I'm saying. You're
you
the
would look
first
like
guy.
a fucking dried up leather shoe with fucking like a
You're
That's not nice.
you're the
scratch
first
mark.
friend.
I one
then
time
he puts
dressed up like a
lipstick on.
mermaid. I volunteered to be a mermaid. I put a blonde
Right.
wig on. I buried myself in the sand. Does that
Right.
mean? What does that
No.
mean? Does it
I
mean
mean,
nothing?
it means that you're a daughter. It means that you're a good dad.
No, that was
Yeah.
when I was a kid. But
Oh, that's
I thought that just meant I was being a good sport.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
that
my
uncle
second-
was totally in the right that
L-
made you do that.
like my second friend that I mentioned, who was like, yeah, this is funny, but it's not my thing. Like, that's you. You're like, yeah, I'm a good sport. This
See,
is
I would
funny
be
to
the
me.
third one. I would be like, yeah, let's fucking do it. Let's
Right,
go.
right.
Why wouldn't I want a woman's face like inches from mine, like doing
It is
my
very
makeup?
intimate.
Yeah.
Because people like me and Judd will stomp you the fuck out.
Right.
I don't give a
Exactly.
fuck, dude.
Can we deport
That's
these
what
people?
helped me be good with women. I'm in touch with my feminine side.
Right.
Oh, we know how you like to touch the feminine side.
Yeah, I like to.
That was the first time he made. That was a rare Christos' straight joke.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Um,
yeah.
But yeah, my relationship ended for a lot of reasons. Like it
Ah.
was just not good,
Yeah.
and
Well,
I was getting like itchy, where I was like, I've never dated anyone.
chlamydia.
The opposite.
Yeah.
The opposite. I was like, I'm trying to fuck more people. Like I'm trying to
Really?
get out because I had only ever done
I
anything with
thought the
her.
lesbians are always like polyamorous.
No, she is very, very much like not into that.
Oh, so
'Cause
it's someone
even,
with
like, I've
control
had, like,
issues.
Like I've had threesomes since with a couple who
Yeah.
are who they're like, that's cool,
Like
but
a
my ex
cucking-
would never.
Cucking situation.
No, both of them. No,
Oh,
just
okay.
all. All
Mikey
of them.
High Toss, would you enable her to do a threesome with you?
I would do one with you.
Yeah.
We just can't find a chick because he would never do it with a guy.
Yeah,
I would do it
He's
with
just
those
too
friends.
gay.
The problem is that
yeah.
those friends that I had the threesomes with would
Even-
totally do stuff with the two of us, and he's not into men.
Even the problem with like 2 women is like, 2 pussies almost equal a dick, so it's like you're getting close to territory.
Well,
of
first
your
of all,
game.
you don't
Where'd you
ha-
get that math?
You could do it where there's no dude contact with each other.
The problem is that like this couple, he's like, no, I also want to fuck a guy.
Oh no,
So that
then
wouldn't
you
work. We
stay
would
the
need to find a
fuck
chick.
away from those people.
Yeah.
You don't want any of that shit.
Yeah.
Nah, not
So
at
if you
all.
know a bisexual man, I'm trying to find them a guy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna help these depraved people.
I know this
you know.
pregnant Japanese woman that might be interested.
Shut the fuck up, dude! I'm gonna smack I'm gonna smack the high tops off of you.
That's
fucking-
what happened
You
to him.
cuck.
Oh, yeah.
You get some goddamn respect when I invite you on this pod.
Right.
Only if you say thank you.
We give you this money.
But yeah.
For weapon. They gave. What did he say? I gave you javelins.
You gave him.
Yeah.
Obama gave you paper.
Sheets.
I gave you javelins. That's what they said.
Sheets. Yeah. Obama gave you sheets. I gave you
Damn, you
javelins.
really hit him with the rock, paper, scissors.
That's the part. Yeah, literally. That's the part where I was like, "That's gay. Shut up.
Yeah.
Get to the point."
Yeah. Don't say that.
You're doing metaphor.
The javelins
you're
was
overemphasizing
corny.
the metaphor.
That was corny. The javelins were corny, but the doubling down on saying you have no cards, that was cool.
Also, is it stupid of me? Is it excessively sympathetic
Pokemon
to be like Zelensky? Like his first language is not English, so it's more difficult for him to argue.
Oh my
as
God,
some,
it's gotta be so
as
difficult.
someone, first of all, as someone who's like pretty European culturally,
Right.
I can tell you that it's not as much of a disadvantage because he's from a country where they value learning English so important.
Interesting.
Like they learn it young. They're able.
Sure.
Their vocabulary is good. Like
Right.
critical thinking is fine. Like is it unfair advantage for Trump language wise? Yeah,
A little, but yeah.
Trump is not using any language that he wouldn't
True,
understand.
it's
Yeah.
true. He is speaking
He's
at a
spe-
third
yeah.
grade level.
And
Yeah.
also, rules of the playground are always like the less wordy the insult, the better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Comedy
you
rules.
if you over type, it's not good.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Trust me, I have a lot of experience dealing with bullies like Mike in my comment sections.
Ooh.
I can't bully.
No.
You've been bullying me this whole time.
There's a difference.
Yeah, he's smaller than you.
No, he's
true.
not.
Sure he is.
He's taller than me.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
he's-
showing a
he's-
mirror
He's like
to
120
you.
pounds.
That's
though.
not
That's true,
bullying.
that's
I'm
true.
showing a mirror to you of who you really are, dude. That's all I am.
Damn.
Damn.
Two-dimensional.
Profound.
I'm a cartoon of you.
Can you scooch this way a little? You're getting cut off. There we go.
I have a question for you also, Christos.
Okay, what's your question?
So,
Rude.
what are the top 3 or top 5, whichever you can come up with, things about Greece that's better than Italy?
First of all,
Mike
Greek-
has one joke for each person.
right, that's
He's
just I'm Greek.
Doctor
These
Greek.
were-
Greek,
I
gay.
was trying to relate to them, so I was asking them questions
Sure,
about
sure.
what
Great
they're
question. Go ahead.
Five things that make Greece better than Italy.
It's a good
Yeah.
question.
So number 1 is paleo-focused food.
Oh, so like fossils and stuff.
No, you fucking idiot. Like, Italy has such a reliance on carbohydrates
yeah.
and pasta that Greece, like, culinary-wise, is
this
far
is
superior.
because you are gluten intolerant.
Well, it's not only because I'm
Oh.
gluten. Actually, it will count as 2 because one of the benefits is it's very celiac friendly.
Right.
One of the best countries for celiac people is Greece because it's
It's all
fucking
meat
meat,
and vegetables. and
vegetables, fish, whatever.
Right.
Okay, yeah, you can't have a gyro, you can't have like pasticcio, you can't have like a lot of that stuff.
Right.
But it's not like Italy where it's like, oh, you could fucking, I don't know, drink water and hyperventilate because we have bread and
Bread.
pasta for every. Even our meatballs have flour and bread and all
Right.
that kind of shit.
We did invent the veal parm, though.
Yeah, and guess what?
stuff.
Parmesan
no,
has
Americans
breads.
invented that.
Yeah, maybe
America
that is.
invented
Yeah,
that.
that's like Italian American, maybe
Yeah.
veal.
Any parm is American.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so, actually. Yeah.
It's so funny. I live over a deli in New Jersey, and he loves the story. My stepmom was down at the deli once, and she was like, and we always make fun of the fact that it's like guys who are probably in the mob, like hanging out at
Yeah.
the tables, and
think
she,
they're watch Sopranos. 3
yes,
times.
who think that they're in the mob, like, she went down there and she goes, guys, I could not make this up. They were arguing over whether it's sauce or gravy.
No.
Like
That's
she went
lame.
downstairs to get a sandwich, and that's what they were actually talking about. She's like, I can't make that. She said, if I made that up, you would have said that's a little too on the nose.
Well, which one is it?
It's tomato
Sauce.
pudding.
It's sauce.
It's sauce.
God, Mike,
Grady
I
is
just
brown.
hate you so much.
Wait, you didn't answer the question.
I
But
did.
you got 2.
Oh, 2. Okay. The third reason, excuse me, is Greek people are significantly more hospitable than Italian Italy people.
So you're
I
saying
think that's correct.
Yes.
Italians kind of have this almost like a facade of like respect.
Yeah.
But once you
But they're
get
mean.
past that facade, they're kind of dickheads.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
First of all, Italians, like
Italy is more like France in that regard.
Italy's
Yes.
more like France. Yeah. The Italians are way more fake.
Pompous.
Way more
Yeah.
fake, way more pompous, way more like out to
Pompeius.
kind of like Greek
That
people
was
will
a
be
good one,
they'll be
actually.
out to screw you. Greek people will be out to screw you for sure, but like they'll make it pretty known quickly.
Right. They're
Oh.
not two-faced.
Yeah, they're not as two-faced. I mean,
Right.
they will be two-faced when they have to be, but they're a lot more transparent, like even naturally. So that's the other thing. The other thing is Italians have a lot of Scientologists. A lot of Italian Scientologists, like the Pasta Queen.
Oh.
Yep, Pasta Queen, Scientologist, big in Scientology. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Did you?
Never in a million years would I have guessed that this is one of his 5.
Yeah. well, that one cuts. That one is a little close to home.
Right.
Then the
The 5th one.
the fifth one, right? The fifth, which is the most important, is the contributions to society, which are way more opportunities to point to Greece than Italy as far as contributing to overall society, the world, all that kind of stuff. Yes, you have some Roman architecture. Yes, you have the Colosseum and those gladiator events and all that kind of stuff. But most of that was built on the foundation of Greece.
I will say, I don't think Italians are smart enough to come up with the philosophy that the
Yeah,
Greeks
of
did.
course they're not.
They're very not smart.
A lot of dumb Italians.
But being
Italian
dumb is
Americans,
Being
that's the
smart starts to make you want to watch Zelensky videos and open Pokemon cards. Like, you start to get in the weeds a little bit.
Wow, that Zelensky video is great.
So just to be clear, the 5 are paleocentric diet, more hospitable to people who are gluten intolerant,
Niceness.
niceness,
Mm-hmm.
not as many Scientologists,
Mm-hmm.
and contributions to society.
Yes, and I would put a bonus 6th one, which would essentially be,
More rings.
well, yeah, more
Yeah,
rings,
more
but
rings.
also our immigrants from Greece that live in America. Like culturally, there's a stronger thread of connection of language and maintaining the integrity of your culture in the Greek community, and there's not like
I would say that's more just because like most of the Italian immigrants have been here for many
right,
more
yeah, and they
generations.
form their own kind of
Right.
like subset of culture, which is
Especially in New York, like Italian culture is just a New York culture now.
like in a way, yeah,
like
for
it's
sure.
melted into it.
While Greek culture still kind of maintains more of
Sure.
a thread, yeah.
Sure.
It's funny, when I used to live in
you-
California, I was like, I would tell my friend, I'm like, yeah, so I'm over at Giglio's house. Then we went to Petrazzo's, hooked up with Esposito, went to Desposito's, and then hang out with Lupo. And they're like, where do you
No, it
live in,
really
like,
is like that.
a soprano? And I just always thought that like you were either Jewish or Italian. I didn't really. There were a few Greeks where I grew up, but in general, everybody who wasn't us was Italian. Just
Right.
figured the whole country was Italian.
That's kind of like my hometown has a lot of Irish, Italian too.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I-
Respect. I'm glad that you guys are. Did you do 23andMe before you started dating?
No.
You should check.
My aunt did it and it came up more French than we thought. 'Cause
Oh, really?
she's like, on the surface, is half Italian, half Irish. Like
Mhm.
my dad is also half Italian, half Irish. And then she looked into the 23andMe and there's a lot of French in there that we can't
Oh.
place.
I'm also very Scottish and German.
Right.
Okay.
He's not Irish.
Okay, so you just make sure that you don't have.
It's all
any
just like a
relation.
vanilla milkshake. Like
Yeah.
it's just a lot of white
Yeah,
mixed
just
together.
just check.
The thing that
because,
he drinks daily?
milk.
Vanilla milkshakes?
What are you trying to say, Mike?
Nothing.
What are you
Let's
trying to
move
say?
on.
What are you trying to say? You trying to say
We
I
have some
drink
cards to
milkshakes
open
all
up,
the time?
guys. We take the call 573.
I don't
guys.
even wanna
my
give
brain
him
was Still
cards.
in, he's going fat
Yeah,
joke.
he's
I
going
was
fat
thinking
joke.
Gay,
Yeah,
like
I know.
cum.
I was
I
thinking
know.
cum too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me too.
he's
Split
you
the
know,
room
he's
with
a
that one.
fucking 3-0
I need to start
pony.
making fun of
You're a
Judson.
piece of shit, Mike. You're a piece of shit.
Don't
You know
we have
what?
some cards to open up? Can we talk about the struggle that I went to just get these cards?
Yes.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was insane.
Why? What was
Where
wrong
did you
with
find
it?
these?
He wanted me to go to this fucking card shop up the street, and he goes, "No, dude, you don't understand. The guys know me there because I made a video about them once."
Did he
true?
know me?
And then I walk up to the counter. I'm like, "I'll get the elite box." And he's like, "Brother, that'll be $80 or whatever." He's like $76.70 or something. And I was like, "Oh, can I just see the box? Because my friend did a video here." said to get this one. And he's like, I don't know who that is. And then
Unbelievable. Did you show him the video?
no,
That's crazy.
Why wouldn't you show him the video?
show-
I
him
forgot
it is
to because that guy.
crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. First of all,
That's
also that guy is
crazy.
fucking. He didn't. He was.
It wasn't the
a
old
bad
guy.
energy. No, it was this young guy.
Yeah, no.
It was
I
a
did it with
bad
the old
energy.
guy.
Yeah, the old dude was definitely.
Yeah, because the old dude, if you showed him the video, you'd see the old dude is the owner, and he was like mad
That
hype.
guy didn't give a fuck if I had made a video that day to 1 million people. He was gonna
Yeah.
charge me $76.
That's
Right.
a crazy price for that elite.
How many
trainer
cards
box.
was in the box?
In
For
that one, it would have been
$76?
8. Yeah, this one is.
Wow.
Somewhere else. So you got this. You went somewhere
This
else.
is four packs.
So I learned from another episode of the show how to open this, and I did it. I
Yeah,
got
it's
it
much easier, right?
successfully. I dare you to do that right now and see what Christos says.
Oh God, no! Please, God, which one do you have? Please tell me you
I
have
have
Twilight
temporal
Masquerade.
forces.
Okay, thank God you have temporal forces. Mike, I'm gonna fucking murder your family. Oh my God.
He's always doing bits.
What is this? This is what you find attractive, Natalie?
That
This
was
is
so
what you're
genuine.
attracted to?
That cough was so genuine.
Yeah.
That was disgusting.
Yeah, that's-
you
you
are
get what you
disgusting.
deserve.
That you deserve
You
that.
get what you deserve.
What was that? What was the payoff? Was that supposed
All
to be
right.
funny?
Are we on me?
Yeah.
All right.
Basic energy. That's yours, girl.
mine. Whimsicott.
Oh, wait, whoa. Pass that over.
Oh, is it shiny?
Yeah, that's a shiny.
What is it about the shininess that makes them more valuable?
It
Is he
just
going to rinse his
indicates
mouth
that
out? That's
it's a
hilarious.
valuable
What a
one.
pussy.
Yeah, what a pussy. That was such a pussy move,
Wait,
dude.
real quick before he comes back, ask me anything you want to know about Mike.
I don't want to think about Mike in a romantic or sexual
No,
manner at all.
anything.
How many
And
pairs of those high
so-
tops do you really have?
2.
I knew it.
Does he smell bad?
No, he smells fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, he smells great all the time.
Okay.
It's one of the things that I am attracted to about him. Is
Is
that he
he-
always smells great.
Is he clean shaven down there?
Bald?
Yeah, I feel like
No.
Mike has a bald bush.
No, not
No?
bald.
Okay.
Have you seen it? How many dudes are completely bald? That's a good
I just
question.
see him as like a naked
hairless
mole
man?
cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
No.
a great transition for
Yeah.
you to go from
Exactly. That's what they said
lesbian
on
to
TTI. They're like, oh no, it was we did a reveal on 2 shows this week where someone was like, obviously you would get to like the next closest thing to a woman.
yeah.
Oh, it was on our show. And then I go, no, I live by a tweet that I saw once that said I would never date a man who didn't get called gay in middle school.
Oh, true.
Yeah, that's my type.
Yeah.
Should I keep doing these?
Yeah. What else you got?
Another spark shiny. Is that
Oh,
also
okay.
shiny?
Yeah, pass that over.
Throttle.
That's a reverse hollow. Nothing good.
Are they all shiny?
No, probably those 3.
I like Azumarill.
Take it.
Okay. I just pin these to my board at home. I don't
Hell
I don't
yeah.
put the pin through them, obviously.
Okay, good.
But I attach them to my bulletin board above my desk. at
As
home.
you should. Yeah, you're good. Is it not
Centino.
shiny anymore? Nah, you're
No,
good.
it's not
yeah,
shiny
you
anymore.
could quit. You don't have to show the screen. You could just check if anyone you
Elec-
like.
Electivire.
Yeah.
Delmise. That one's neat. I've never seen that one
You
before.
want it? Take it. Oh yeah, that one's cool. You could take it.
Mudbray. Oops. Snom. It's a great name.
That's what Mike looks like. He looks like a
Dunsparce. I know
snom.
what Dunsparce is.
Yeah. Oh.
I was telling Judson before we started recording that my only knowledge of Pokemon came from Pokemon Go.
Oh, nice.
So I was not into Pokemon as a kid, and this is Golett.
Yeah. Dunsparce is Mike Rufo.
For sure.
This is
That's
for
you.
You keep this one.
That's what
It
you
looks
look
like
like
him.
to
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
That's what you are to me.
They were asking me
I can see it.
inappropriate
I
questions
can
about
see it.
you.
You're like a slug electric fucking.
Oh, baby. Like you wouldn't
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, all
You
right,
haven't
sure.
seen me in my room by myself.
Show us your cards now.
Stupid.
I got a Sunkern.
Keep going until you get a shiny.
I got an Abra.
It's a good one. Not that it's good, but it's a classic.
Yeah. Abra is good.
I got a Skarmory.
Oh, I like Skarmory.
You want it?
I got Applin.
Still not shiny.
Don't know that one. Yeah.
And a Diplin. Applin and Diplin. Are they sisters?
They are related.
That's gay.
It's gay to have siblings.
Yeah,
Yes.
it really is.
Chi-Yu, which I'm assuming is your wife's name.
Racist.
He's winning. With
He is the
guts in this
worst.
episode.
He is the worst guest we've ever had.
Lucky Helmet, which I'm hoping to one day use with Nat.
What is? Oh, that's funny.
A Chondrome. And this is...
You look like you have a lucky helmet.
What does that mean?
Are these...
Special
wait.
needs.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
yeah,
true,
yeah.
Bessie.
Or the tip of his penis.
That's where I thought he was going. That's why I asked.
A handheld fan, which I use to dry my balls.
God, I want us to get something good, but you don't deserve to pull
A
something good.
Skarmory, twice. Double the luck.
That was a reverse hollow one, right?
I
How
don't
do you
know,
know that?
but
Is it
see,
I
the
can tell by
order
the
of-
number, yeah.
but what you guys don't understand is it's like gambling, but for kids.
Oh,
watches the show a
God,
lot.
yeah. God, I just hate you so much. You know what disease I would wish upon him?
Mike,
It would be the pit in the stomach, so he's just forever uneasy and dies a slow,
He
painful
has that
death.
anyway. It's called anxiety.
But I would add to that,
Got
like
my
there was
ass.
an episode of House where there was a woman.
You don't need that. That's not.
I got I got this.
God, I hate you. Just show us the shiny
And-
card.
You gotta stretch out the bit.
Aren't
dude.
you the one that told me like make the Pokemon card pack opening
Basic
longer,
energy.
faster? Okay, all
I
right.
did.
What is
And
it?
a walking wake.
Wait, really,
Whatever
Seriously?
that is.
dude? Hell yeah, that's great.
What is it? What walking wake is?
That's like the old Suicune. This is good. This is a great card.
it's
Nice
called
job.
Sleep
Yeah.
apnea.
All right.
Can I ask a question that was asked on our show?
Yeah.
Would you rather have 20/20 vision or a 10-inch dick? And the the 10-inch dick would be with the sight that he has, which is not great.
Like having blind Mike's sight,
Yeah.
or
A 10-inch dick with no sight or 20/20 vision with a normal penis.
dick, yeah.
Yeah. it's
what's a
one-
normal penis?
Let's say normal vision. I guess that depends because
Wait.
it was a question for
What's a
him.
normal penis size length?
5?
Then that's a win-win for me.
So listen, the funny part about like guys
I
thinking
thought
they
that
want a
was funny.
10-inch
I don't
penis is
know.
that if you have a 10-inch penis, you're not putting the
too
whole
many.
thing into a
Yeah.
vagina.
It's too many inches.
When I've done a lot of, I have to do like
But you
bimanual
have
exams.
a lot to work with.
Yeah, but only like half of it is going to fit into a
It
vagina.
feels better to have the whole thing engulfed
Yes.
in vagina.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you know that?
Damn, dude.
He just said you have a huge dick, because then you would never know that. That was a secret compliment.
True.
I
True.
definitely wasn't insinuating any reception.
Right. So you make good points.
Well, what if? Okay, what would you trade blindness for?
What would I trade blindness
Like,
for?
what would you be blind to have the like? What would? Like, if you were blind, but you could get some kind of ability or something.
What's worth being blind?
Oh,
to
time
you?
control.
So are we talking real
But then you
things?
can't see what you're controlling.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to the Kennedy assassination, but I just get to hear his head explode.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Like you could ask like what's going on around you. You could still feel boobies.
True.
But what does that have to do with time?
That is the question, is it not? What does that have
Oh,
to
wait,
do
wait,
with
wait.
time?
I do know. I know you're going with this.
Yeah.
Slow mo.
Slow-mo?
Feeling tits in slow mo. I got you, dude.
Yeah,
Hell
that's
yeah.
it. That's the
And then you
one.
can hit replay. Let's go. I like this.
Wait,
so-
I actually got the best cards of everyone here, and
Did
no
you
one
show
else
them?
saw it.
Absol X.
So I got a Larvitar full art,
Oh, neat.
right? That's cool.
That's pretty.
And then on top of that, I got.
Sorry, I already forgot your answer. I asked what is it about the shiny cards that makes them more valuable?
Oh, they're just more rare. That's what makes them shiny. So like, they have a rarity. They have a
So
limited
it's more
print.
about a value for resale than a value for playing.
No, they're also good cards.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Most of the time,
Got it.
they're good cards. But okay.
They're
Doc
more
Jud?
fuckable.
Yeah, they are more fuckable.
Lightning
That's
round?
true.
Okay, lightning round. So
My
I
favorite
guess let's see. Who should I ask, Natalie or Mike? I think I know the answer for Mike. I'm gonna ask Natalie. So
Okay.
Natalie, you have the misfortune of ending up in jail. Who's your first phone call?
My dad.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Tell us about your dad.
I've been in 2 to 3 car situations. My car is on its last leg, like, and he's seen it. Like, I had a flat tire recently. My
I
on
think she's
Valentine's.
trying to kill me in her car.
He thinks that because he's just in my car a lot, so he sees it a lot.
She's doing some kind of weird
feels it a
final
lot.
destination shit, but she has to use the car. I don't know. It's weird.
So I on Valentine's Day got in an accident where my mirror was smashed. My side view driver's
shit.
side mirror. And what was the other one? Oh, I didn't tell him about that, but I also ran over like a snowbank and fucked up the bottom trim of my car too. And every time I call my dad, like I got my car got broken into around here, which it was on a day that we were recording this show.
Yeah.
My first call is always my dad because he's the parent who's calm.
Right.
My mom is not. My mom I trust very much. She is not calm.
Right. I can't tell my mom when I'm like in a medical situation.
Right.
She'll be like,
I almost didn't want to tell my mom that I needed to get my mirror replaced at all. If I had just replaced it already, I would have never have told her. But she saw me recently. She's like, "What happened to your car?" And then she goes, "I don't want to know, actually." And I'm like, "Yeah, fair enough." But yeah, it was on Valentine's Day. I got in an accident where this guy clipped. I was in the exit lane at like a full stop. Like I got in the exit lane too early, and I was trying to merge back in, and I thought I saw an opening. And this guy must have seen the same opening from the far left lane at full speed.
oh.
And both of our mirrors hit each other. And then he sped off. So
Really?
I followed him, yeah. And then came out, and he only spoke Spanish, and I only spoke English. So we pulled out a translator app. It was really useful. And he explained what happened, but basically
And
the
he
way
was
we
like, no ice.
basically the way we both explained it is like, bro, you came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then I went, your mirror's also fucked up, and he's like, yeah, so why don't I just take care of my mirror and you take care of your mirror? And I'm like,
Good point.
yeah, I mean, I guess that is the reason. I just don't like being bullied, you know.
Yeah.
The theme is bullying.
So but you're dating a bully, Mike.
He doesn't bully me. That's not true. We bully each other equally. There's like a reciprocal.
Oh.
But yes,
bullying is the wrong word. There's no such bullying. Doesn't exist.
teasing.
Bullying
My
is
dad
just-
would be my call to answer your
Yeah.
question.
What about you, Mike? Who would be yours?
John Morgan of Morgan and Morgan. Call 1-800-MORGAN-LAW now. You only have to pay if they win.
Yeah, I work with Morgan & Morgan. Shout out to Morgan & Morgan. Great client. I love them. They send me cases. Morgan & Morgan.
Nice.
If you get run over by a, tractor or something like that, Morgan & Morgan is your guy for sure.
You look like you drive a tractor.
What about you? You have another question for the lightning round.
I would probably call my brother, or I'd call you. I feel like you'd be able to handle the situation well.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks,
call
buddy.
you.
Thanks. Yeah.
And he is Jewish.
What does that mean? That I'm a lawyer?
Yes. And
Or
and-
lawyers.
And you
I
know
like
how
to argue.
You know how to
I have access
change
to
the
lawyers
weather.
and money.
Right.
You know how to change the weather to a hurricane so it blows the jail down.
I wish.
Oh,
I did.
wait,
That
I
would be
just
so
got a
cool.
notification from every Reddit moderator ever. They said, Mike, get your sense of humor for yourself, you fucking douchebag.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
it's
you for
a-
humbling me, Reddit.
It's
I appreciate
a
it.
result of working here. But yes.
Cool. All right, next lightning round question. Where's the best pizza in New York City?
Bleecker Street Pizza. That's my dad's always go-to.
Yeah, Bleecker
Yeah,
Street?
And he has had a business here for a really long time.
What makes it so good?
It's just like classic New York slice that's not like overwhelmingly busy. I mean, I'm sure it's busy on a busy day, but like it's not one of those places. It's not like what's the one in Brooklyn where they have like oxtail pizza and there's like a line out the door all the time.
Oh, yeah, I know what
I'm
you're
sure
talking
it's
about.
good. I've never eaten there before, but Bleecker Street is just like regular, really good pizza.
I think Roberta's, right? You were talking no?
Something like,
Yeah.
no, Cuts and Slices.
Cuts and Slices.
Yeah.
Roberta's is good, though, but that's like
I've never
more
been.
like Italian pizza.
Right.
All right, so Bleecker Street Pizza. Where?
Can I give a Lee Paul style answer?
Like
Sure.
comic rock star Lee Paul?
Yeah.
So
You know how long
20 minutes long?
But it's a little bit more abridged than 20 minutes. But I
Okay.
do have a story, if you'll
Okay.
let me. So my rapid fire answer is table 87, because they've got really good pepperoni cups. But so yesterday I went to Tony Baloney's in Hoboken, and they have this thing there called the Swine Fighter. I don't know if Dom's able to pull it up, but it's quadruple, if not quintuple amount of pepperoni on the pizza. And it kicked my ass.
It's funny.
With like heartburn?
He texted me this yesterday. He's like, I wanted to eat this Swine Fighter pizza, but it kicked my ass. And I'm like, what do you mean it kicked your ass? And he sent me a picture of it, and it's insane.
It's
Wow.
so greasy, like, and full of pepperoni, I might go Muslim.
Yeah,
Really?
Like,
It
I
was
can never eat a pig
fucking-
again.
It was so greasy. I couldn't finish it.
I couldn't eat that. When we had pizza the other day, I had such bad heartburn after that.
Here's
You don't
here's
think
a
it was
picture of
the
it.
calamari or the octopus or the mozzarella sticks?
Yeah, it was probably all of those.
This is a picture of it.
That's a piece of Damn.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
And they did have good slices there, but there was like some crazy, like, so one of my friends, Nate Marshall, is a comic who went down to Austin, but he used to live in Jersey City. I had texted him about it and he was like, yeah, dude, there's just their subs are fire, but like some of their pizzas are just doing too much. And which is true, because one of them is like, it's bacon with like bacon ranch dressing, where they like take bacon grease and put it in the ranch dressing.
I'm getting
Nah.
heartburn just
Yeah,
thinking
Yeah,
about it.
that's
Can't do
gross.
I didn't get that one, but it's crazy.
Ranch dressing on pizza is
Why
just...
are you still eating food like you're 17?
I don't know how to cook.
By the way, there's a pizza out there my buddies left for us.
Nice.
So
Yay.
if you're hungry.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. So another
about you
lightning
guys?
round question.
That was that's it. Yeah.
Oh, the best pizza in New York City?
Is there a
Yeah.
Greek pizza?
That seems
Probably, yeah. There is a
sacrilegious.
In Astoria, there's a place called I think Constantine's or Dino's, and that is a pretty good Greek pizza. Expensive, but pretty good.
Right.
Yeah, for the most part, I don't really eat pizza in New York. I would say Roberta's is one of the best ones that I had. Also, my buddies at Longo Bros, they make a pretty good Italian-style
cool.
pizza.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I used to do social media for them,
Cool.
and then they stopped paying me.
So you got to stop doing your work if you're not getting paid.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I haven't done work
Yeah,
for them
yeah.
in a while, but they're nice guys, so
Yeah.
they're good. Yeah,
I
Cool.
do recommend Table 87 though.
yeah.
It's really good.
There's
Hell
one
yeah.
more rapid fire question that I wanted to answer.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Was what's
hack.
a life hack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your life hack?
Yeah, my life hack is literally just like in a bow, look where you're going. Literally the life hack, and I use this all the time to walk through a crowd without bumping into people, is literally look where you're going. So you visualize what the path is going to be, and you stick to it. You're not wishy-washy about which way you're going to go. And
Like,
if you
be
see
intense.
a person, be intentional. Yeah. If you and one person seem like you're going the same way, but you have a little bit of distance, pick a way, point your body that way, and people respond to it. Like subtly.
That's good advice.
It works most of the time.
And if you were wondering, that's also how I courted her.
Yeah, he just followed me through.
You just kept following her
Yeah.
at work?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. You're sick.
It's not a very big place of.
So you just follow her to the bathroom
I looked where I was going, I didn't let anyone get in my way.
and follow her to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
God bless. Well,
Sniffed.
What's
Here's
your
my-
hack?
Okay, my hack is if you are insecure and you don't want to feel bad about yourself, make jokes at the expense of other people, and then in turn, you will feel better and more superior just because you're putting someone else down. And that should be the lesson for today. Bullying actually can be a positive if you are willing to go the extra mile.
and that wraps up our episode of Close the Door Behind You with Mikey Hightops and Natalie DeChico. We'll see you soon.
I hated
Oh, wait.
that.
Did you have any social media plugs you want to do? or
Oh
no?
yeah, you go first.
So look, I do the Gas Digital social media at Gas Digital on Instagram and Twitter, and on YouTube it's at Gas Digital Network.
Support this
Subscribe
show.
to this damn show because I'm making the episodes at we haven't figured out what the username is yet, but we'll get to it. And
Close the door behind you podcast.
at that blind Mike on Instagram, and at that Sabrina Piper on Instagram.
At Natalie the Chico edits on Instagram. I have a show with Sabrina Piper called That's Hot. So That's Hot Pod on Instagram, or wherever you get your podcast. That's it.
Cool. All right. Doc Jud. Thank you.